For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the women will arise from another place, but you and your family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this? Esther 4:14. Esther, you've been glued to that computer all morning. Don't you ever take a break? I just like finishing what I start. You're too serious. Around here, confidence gets you noticed, not humility. You sounded serious. What's wrong?
They're shutting down the women's housing project downtown, the one that was supposed to help single mothers.
What? But that project just got approved last month. Why cancel it now?
Word is, some investors want to redirect the funds to something more profitable. You work with the department that handles the contracts, don't you? Maybe you could talk to the director.
Mark, I'm just an assistant. Nobody in that office listens to me. I can't change company decisions.
Esther, don't say that. Maybe you're there for a reason. Maybe God put you in that building for such a time as this.
You make it sound so easy. You don't know how political that place is. Speaking up could cost me everything.
I know. But silence can cost others everything too. Think about those women depending on that project.
I'll pray about it. If God wants me to say something, I'll find the courage.
That's the Esther I know. God's got you.
God. I'm scared. I don't like confrontation. But if you're calling me to speak, give me boldness. And please, let my words bring light, not trouble. For such a time as this. Okay, Lord. I'll trust you. Next morning.
Yes, Miss Grant? Make it quick. I have a board meeting in 10 minutes.
Sir, I wanted to speak about the women's housing project. I heard it's being cancelled, but this project means more than numbers. It gives struggling mothers a chance to rebuild their lives. If we could look for another funding route, I believe we can still make it happen.
Miss Collins, you've been here what, 3 months?
Yes, sir. 3 months.
And in those 3 months, you've managed to take on projects way above your pay grade. I admire the passion, but you need to understand something. This isn't a charity. It's a corporation. We make decisions based on budgets, not emotions.
With respect, sir, I think sometimes emotion is what's missing in the decisions that affect people's lives.
You're bold, I'll give you that. But boldness doesn't pay for construction or materials. The project's been shelved. Final decision.
I understand. It's just, those women were promised hope, sir. I've seen some of them, living in shelters, trying to find work, raising kids alone. If this door closes, they lose more than housing. They lose faith.
You care too much, Miss Collins. That's not how the world works.
Maybe that's why the world's so broken, sir.
I'll review the numbers again. No promises. You can go now.
Thank you, sir. That's all I ask. Lord. I tried. I spoke up. I even showed him the facts, but he wouldn't listen. I feel small, powerless. But I know you're bigger than Mr. Harrison. You're bigger than budgets and politics. If this project is meant to happen, you will open a way, even if it's not my way. I'll trust you, God. Even if it's scary.
Hey, you look like you didn't sleep a wink.
I barely did. I keep replaying the meeting with Mr. Harrison in my head.
Let me guess. He shot down your idea?
Yeah. He said it's not how the world works and that he's reviewing the numbers. It felt final.
Esther, listen. God's delays are not denials. Just because he said no today doesn't mean the project is dead. Sometimes he uses people like Mr. Harrison to stretch our faith, to make us pray harder, trust deeper.
You really think he can change his heart?
I've seen him do it before. Remember Esther from the Bible? She faced a king who could have said no. But God moved in her favor. You're in the same story. You just don't see it yet.
I guess I needed to hear that. Thank you, Mark. I'll keep praying. And trusting.
That's the Esther I know. Brave, faithful, unstoppable. God's got this.
Faith isn't about instant answers. It's about trusting God when doors seem closed, when voices say no, when the world says it's impossible. And sometimes, The no you face today is just God preparing a bigger yes for tomorrow.
She's persistent. Maybe too persistent. But maybe she has a point.
He picks up the phone and calls his assistant.
Julie, schedule a meeting with Esther Grant. I want to discuss the bridge project again. Yes, today. And send her my apologies for rushing her last time.
Sir, may we have a moment to discuss the new community outreach proposals?
Not today.
But sir, these programs could bring exposure and benefits for the company.
I said no. Not because they aren't good ideas, but because one project already matters more than all the others combined.
Which one, sir?
The one Miss Grant proposed, the bridge project. I see more heart, more purpose, more impact there than in any other proposal I've read in months.
So, you're rejecting the others because of one project?
Yes. If that project succeeds, it could change lives. The rest? They can wait. I don't have time for proposals that look good on paper, but don't matter in reality.
Sir? But what about the deadlines, the budgets, the visibility?
Miss Grant's project has my attention. All other programs are secondary. I want them paused until this one is secured.
Sometimes, God's favor doesn't just open doors for you, it closes doors for others to make room for what truly matters. He positions the right person in the right place at the right time.
Esther, come in. Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
I've reviewed the numbers, spoken with finance, and thought long about your bridge project.
Yes, sir.
I was wrong to dismiss it before. Your passion, your courage. It showed me that this project isn't just a line item. It's a lifeline for people who truly need it.
Are you saying it can move forward?
Yes, Esther. The project will proceed. You'll lead the initial coordination with HR and finance. Consider this your chance to make the impact you envisioned.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for trusting me. And for giving it a second look.
Don't thank me. Thank yourself for speaking up, for believing, for not giving up. Most people would have stayed silent. You didn't.
I promise I'll do everything I can to make this project a success. Faith, courage, and obedience turn no into yes. God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. Esther's boldness changed lives, and so can yours.